Question 6 says, in the diagram, AQ and BS, they're parallel. Okay, so this line here, the upper line and the lower line, they're parallel. And we're given, this is 84. This is 90 degrees. Okay, so you asked to find PRQ. So PRQ, let's first identify what angle they're talking about. So PRQ, the angle that sandwiches PPR and RQ, it's obviously this one here. Okay, so what's this angle? So here you notice these two mean, what they mean is this is an isosceles triangle. So it simply means these two sides, they're also equal, and it also implies that these two angles, they're also equal. Okay, so one of the basic theories in triangles, so one of the basic theories in trigonometry is that the external angle, this one would be the external angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. So 84, it's actually equal to this plus this. Okay, so if it's equal to this plus this and this plus this, they are equal, it simply means that one of the sides equals to 84 divided by 2. So we should get 42 here, 42 degrees. Okay, so this one would be 42 degrees. Another way to go about it, if you didn't know, would be to say 180 minus 84. 180 minus 84, what do you get? 180 minus 84, what do you get? You get, is it 96? 180 minus 80, you get 100. 100 minus 4, you get 96, so you get 96 here. Then you say 180 minus 96, then you get 84 again. So this one and this one should be 84. And then afterwards you divide by 2. Okay, so this one was the first theory that we'd use to compute this, and then we did compute that. And then, you know, I hope you're happy. So let's move to the B part. It says QRB. So we have Q here, we have R, we have B. So it would be this angle right here, and we want all of it. Okay, so we already know this part is 42. We have to find this part. So this part here, we use these angles, they're called allied angles. So BRP, this angle, and APR, this angle, they are allied. It means that they add up to 180, the both of them. Okay, so if they add up to 180 and this one happens to be 84, it means that this one is what? Is 96 degrees. Okay, so if this one is 96 degrees, this one would be equal to 96 degrees plus what? Plus 42 degrees. Okay, which equals to what? So here it would be 8. 6 plus 2, we get 8, and then this one would be 13. So it's 138 degrees. Okay, because this one would be 38 if you give 4 to this, so it'd be 100 plus 38, then you get 138. Then that's it. Then QSR would be this angle right here. That's what we have to calculate this time. So we've calculated this one is 42, and this happens to be a straight line, so we can also calculate this one. So 96 plus 42, we get 138, just like what we said here. And then 138 from 180, so you have 180 degrees minus 138. Then here you get 2, here you get, that's 4, here you get 4, so you actually get 42 again here. Okay, so this one is 42, and if this one is 42, also you could have just used this theory as well, because there's sides there parallel, so this and this must be equal, so it could have been 42 as well. So then you say 42 from 90. This one is 90 already, so these two, they have to add up to the complement, which is 90. So 90 minus 42, you get what? Is it 48? So 48 degrees. So you get 48. Okay, so that's it. Let's quickly move to the next part, which is question 7. Solve the simultaneous equations, of course. Yeah, so we have to solve these simultaneous equations. So always use the method of elimination. Okay, if they don't tell you any if they don't tell you any method to use, usually method of elimination computes the answer fastest. Okay, so in the method we have to match first the coefficients of at least x or of y. Here the lowest common multiple would be 15. So you'd have to multiply this by 5, this by 3. But here it'd be 6. You have to multiply this by 3, this by 2. So it's easier for you to match the x coefficients. Okay, so we're going to multiply this whole thing by 3. We're going to multiply this whole thing by 2. Okay, we're multiplying every term there. So this one you get 6x. This one you get 9y equal to 33 here. And this one you get 6x. This one you get negative 10y equal to negative 24 here. Done. And after you're done, you have to add or subtract depending on how it is. So whenever you have the same, the part where you want to eliminate, if they have the same signs, you have to subtract. If they have different signs, you add. So 6x and 6x, they have the same signs. So you have to subtract, okay? So here would be 9y minus 10y. So you actually get what? 19y. You get 9y plus 10y. Careful with the signs. So 33 plus 24 here. So you get 57, I think. So you have to divide both sides by 19 and both sides by 19. And you get y equal to, I think it's equal to 3. Yeah. So 57 divided by 19, you actually get 3. So that's it. So yeah, so 3 into 57, 3 into 5, you get 1. Remainder 2, 3 into 27, you get 9. And then these answers, if you get answers that are really simple, in most cases, you'll be on the right track. Sometimes people get 11 over 19 or something like that. If you're getting those crazy answers for paper 1 where you're not expected to use calculator, most of the times you're doing something wrong. Okay, so y equal to 3, it's very elegant. It's an answer that it's likely to be true. I'll also show you how to check. So here you can even say y equal to 3 here, x equal to, so these are simultaneous equations. You also have to find the value of x. So 3, here we would say 3 and equal to 11. Then you have 2x equal to 11 minus 9. Then here you get x equal to, this one would be 2 by 2, dividing here. Okay, you just follow whatever method that you want, but you're using simple substitution and you want to find the value of x. So the x is what is equal to 1. And there's a way to check this. Okay, there's a way to check this. It's verifying, it's not proving anything. It's called the method of verification. So in the method of verification, after you're done, don't revise during your exam. You revise after you're done. When you're writing, write as quickly as you can, and be careful. And when you're done, when you have time on your hands, simultaneous equations are one of the first questions that you have to check, because it's very easy to check. Okay, so you can just take this one. You say 2x plus 3y. 2x plus 3y, if you are using the correct numbers here, they should give you 11. If they don't give you 11, big problem. So 2x is 1 plus 3, y is 3. Okay, so it's simply 2 plus 9, which is 11. So you're doing it quickly on a rough piece of paper. You're just verifying. This one should give you minus 12. So 3 by 1 plus, okay, it's actually minus, okay. So minus 5 by 3. So you get 3 minus 15. 3 minus 15, you get what? Minus 12. Then you know that you're on the right track. So simultaneous equations, those are one of the easiest questions to get right, because you can know if you have done it the right way or not. And if you notice that you have done it, you've made a mistake, don't cancel this before figuring out the correct solution. You only cancel this after you figured out the correct solution, because sometimes you cancel it and then you run out of time, and then it becomes a problem. When you cancel it, then you realize that the first method, or the first attempt at the solution was the correct one. So let's quickly move to question 8. So it says the wavelength W is inversely proportional to the frequency f. So when f is equal to this, these are called conditions. Okay, find an equation connecting f to f and w. So the equation, first you have to write using the proportionate sign. So you're given that w. So you're given that w is inversely proportional to f. So it means that w is inversely proportional, means 1 over f. And when you get rid of the proportionate sign, you have to introduce a constant. Okay, so this one becomes k over f, where k is the constant. Okay, and then afterwards you have to find the value of k. So from this you say f, okay, so k can multiply both sides by f, then you get wf like this. So obviously you're given f is equal to 90 when w is equal to 675, when w is equal to 675, f is equal to 90 like this. Okay, then you multiply, Jesus. So 675 times 90, boom, then here you get 0, 45, 5k4, then here you get 63, 67, 7k6, then here you get 54 plus 6, you get 60. Yeah, this one was what? This one was what again? Sorry, let me write again so that I don't get any part wrong. So this one 0, 45, 5. Oh, this one was 5. K4. Yeah, so it was just 5. So let me bring back my answer. This one was 5. Okay. Yeah, so the equation connecting f and w would be w equals to 60,750 divided by f. Okay, the wavelength is equal to 60,750 divided by f. That's it, because you're told the wavelength w is inversely proportionate proportional to the frequency f. Okay, and then we say the constant k is equal to you multiply this one, and then you have to go back again to the spot, and then you substitute. So you have to substitute this value of k, so you actually get this one. Done. And now it says find the value of f when w is equal to 500. So w is equal to 500. Here you can do change of subject first. So let me write it real fast and divide by f. You want f, so you multiply both sides by f, and in the same breath you can also divide both sides by w, so that you get f as the subject there. So f is equal to what? 60,750 divided by w. Okay, so you're given that w is equal to what? W is equal to 500. So you get f is equal to 60,750 divided by 500. Here, if you are wise, you just multiply by 2 over 2. So you multiply by 2. This one you get 150. This one you get 12. Okay, so it'd be 12 0. No, it'd be 12 here, and then 1 5 0 0. Okay, like this, divided by 1000. It's so you can also do the direct division. So just 60,750 divided by 500. You can also do the direct division. You should get the same answer. Let's quickly move to question 9. Question 9 says write this correct to 4 significant figures. So what you do is first identify the first significant figure. It simply means the first non-zero digit starting from the left. So it's obviously this one. So the second would be this one, third, fourth. Now the fourth, this one is what you need to correct for. and you want to see how the fifth influences the fourth. In other words, if when they say 4 significant figures, what they mean is they want to see a number with only 4 digits. That's what it means. It has to be 4 digits by any means. So you would be 40, you'd get 45 point. This one now would increase this one by 1, and then you'd have 10 here, and then you would carry 1 set here, so it would move to 40 like this. So you'd get 45.40. That's what you'd get. Okay, so the tricky part was identifying the fourth number, and then seeing how the fifth number affects the fourth significant figure, not necessarily a number here. So you first identify the first significant figure, which means the first non-zero digit, and then you count. You need 4 of those, and after those 4, then you round. Here we were rounding up just because 8 it's greater than 5. Okay, it's greater than the middle part. So here it says a student spends 8 seconds correct to the nearest second to solve a problem. Okay, find the limits find the limits between which this time t lies in the form thus where a and b are constants and t is time. So you're given that what they did was a student spent a specific amount of time solving a problem. So he spent 8, but then the way that we're recording it now is that we're rounding it off to the nearest second. So what are the range of values for which you can round up to 8, or you can round down to 8? So the here, this one, it means the time is greater than or equal to, it's greater than or equal to what? 7.5. Once it reaches 7.5, we can round up to get 8. That's what it simply means. So the upper bound for this would be 8.5. Okay, what it simply means is if it's less than 8.5, we round it to 8. Okay, so the upper bound was 8.5, the lower bound was equal to greater than 7.5 here, and that's it. You're done. Let's move over to the next part. Next part says factorize this completely. So just find the lowest common multiple here. You find for the numbers it's 3. The highest common factor, I mean. For the numbers, the highest common factor between 3 and 15 is 3. Then for the variable, it's x. You take the lesser of the 2 powers. Okay, you find it's common, then you take the lesser of the 2 powers. Then you now say 3 into 3 you get 1, so we don't need to write anything. Then x into x squared, you just get x here. Then minus 3 into 15 you get 5. Then x into x you get that. So this one is simply 3x x minus 5. Then you're done. Okay, this one says find the highest common factor of this. So we have 8k l squared m 28k squared l cubed. Then we have 36l squared m n. Okay, so how do we go about doing this? Yeah, so you have to express this one as a product of its prime numbers. So this one would be 2 to the power 3. Okay, so it'd be 2 to the power 3. It'd be 2 by 2 by 2. If you want, you can even say 2 by 2 by 2. It would still be okay. So for this one, it would be k l squared m. These ones we are not expanding them just because they are easy to compare like this. So and then this one would be 2. Then you are left with 14, right? By 2. Then we're left with 7, right? By 7. Multiply by l to the power 3. Then this one would be 2 by, so divide by 2 you get 18. Then 18 divided by 2 you get 9 times 3 times 3 times l squared m n, like this. Okay, so if you wanted, you could even write this in index form. This is particularly useful. So this one would be 2 to the power 3 here. Okay, let me actually just so that it's easier for you. So 2 to the power 3 times k L squared m. Then you have 2 to the power 2 pi 7 times L cubed 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 2 times L squared mn, like this. So the highest common factor, which is the HCF, is equal to, we take the what's common, 2 is common, so we take the lower power, which is for our case 2. Okay, then here we take what's common, 7 is not common, 3 is not common, so we ignore all of them. Here k, we take what's common, k is not common, we ignore all of them. L is common, and it's common, and we take the lower power. When we are finding highest common factor, we're taking the lower power, so the lower power would be 2 here. Then m is not common, then n is not common. Okay, so you actually get 4 L squared, like this. Okay, so that's it, and hopefully we'll be able to solve at least some part where they ask for the highest common, for the lowest common multiple as well. But this was interesting. So yeah, that's it for this part. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Yuba out.